all you want. Football is the biggest sport here in South Louisiana by far. It's bigger than baseball. It's bigger than basketball. I've never seen people come in a sport that much. I grew up in it, and I know for a fact, even when LSU was having a bad years back in the 90s, and so was the Cajuns, a lot of people still attend those games because football is the biggest thing here in the South. I remember playing junior high football and whenever I was growing up, and football is just a culture thing down here in the South. So that's why you see more of us talk more about football than basketball. Basketball is kind of not something we really care about too much. But in terms of everybody liking it, I like basketball. I like baseball. But if I had to pick my favorite, it'd probably be football because I grew up into it that way. Now, LSU, they're 13-3 on the year, and they open their Southeastern Conference play at 7 o'clock tonight. They play host to 11-5 Alabama at Alex Box Stadium in Skip Bertman Field. Game 2 will start at 6:30, and Game 3 will be 1 o'clock on Sunday. You can listen to LSU baseball games on 98.1, Eagle 98.1. If you want to call it a WGL. Those are always... You know what? I kind of miss listening to all those games on the radio. You know, those games are really nice to listen to. Alex Lang will start for LSU, but his ERA is a little bit high this year, which is kind of surprising coming from Lang. You expect the All-American there to do better on the mound. He's got a 4.24 ERA. He's 2-0 though, so he's winning games, but he's get that ERA down a little bit. Lang defeated Ball State last Saturday, and he limited the Cardinals to only 3 runs on 5 hits, and he had in 6 innings. But with the 4 walks and 5 strikeouts, Valek earned his 4th win in 4 starts by defeating Ball State last Sunday. So, Alabama's got the number 2 in the league pitching staff in the league. They have an ERA of average across all 3 of their starting pitchers at 2.01 with 130 strikeouts in 143 innings. The Tide's Friday night starter is Jeffrey Bramblett. He is number 7 in the SEC with a 1.05 ERA. That's pretty dangerous. So, LSU, this is going to be a very fun thing going on. There is a promotions going on, though, Saturday. The 1986 team will be honored for earning LSU's first College World Series appearance. So, that's very interesting for LSU. They have a very fun time, The LSU, I would have loved to win, but, I didn't go to the game, like we said we're going to do on the air, because, things change. I'm not going to say what happened, but things change, so we'll just keep that going the way it is. It's been a very good series record so far. LSU leads out. Alabama actually leads the all-time series with LSU 194-166. LSU swept Alabama in 3 games from the Crimson Tide in Hoover, Alabama. While Alabama's home stadium was being renovated, LSU a 42-14 mark against Alabama over the past 16 seasons. So, it's kind of funny when you compare national championships between football and baseball. LSU usually beat Alabama for national championship in baseball. I think it was back in 1997, if I remember right. But Alabama beat LSU in a national championship game in 2000, the beginning part of 2012. So how do I think these matchups are going to go for both these teams? I think LSU will do very well. I think LSU will win 2 out of the 3. I agree with Juicy made the pick that they're going to win 2 out of 3. I don't think LSU will sweep, but I think they'll win the series. I think both these teams are going to be good, and it should be a very interesting series to see how LSU does. I'm very curious to see how all this gets played out here. Looking at other news here that's happening here, I want to see. I think LSU played a midweek game, and I'm trying to remember who it was. I don't understand what It don't give me anything information here. I'm kind of surprised it doesn't do that. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. Oh, there it is. Okay. What? Well, that kind of sucks. Oh, okay. LSU did win their midweek game against UNO. I was looking for the score. I knew they were playing University of New Orleans, but I knew they won, but I wanted to know the score so I wouldn't be saying something and I was completely wrong. So yeah, LSU won 9-4. A very good win for them over this past weekday game, which was on the 16th. Okay. I want to know if any of y'all got pinched yesterday. I was wearing a green shirt, didn't get pinched, so lucky the Irish was with me. So, that's how it was. It was I like St. Patrick's Day. It's fun. People dress in green. They had Patty in the park. I didn't go to it. I just don't really, I'm kind of like, it's there, A lot of stuff got to do during the weekdays, so can't really. Got too much here going on there in school, so we just kind of do what we got to do. Whew. It's been, I'm going to give a latest weather update here for people that want to go to Baton Rouge to the Alex Box. And small craft advisement from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. tonight. Abnormal summer expected according to the Weather Channel. Let's see. They pushed back this thing so much over the last week. 45% at 4, which is like 30 minutes from now. 30% at 5. 70% when game time starts for UL Lafayette and LSU. 85, 7, 8 o'clock 15, 9, 35, 10, 35, 11, 5%, 12, 5 a.m., 5%. So they could get the game going on tonight. If they keep pushing it back at this point, then the weather's just going to hold off. Let me see if I can get a radar going and see if I can actually see something. It's 90% today, so it should rain. I've seen rain outside, but will it rain? Like, talking about what's actually going to happen? Don't know. Let me look at a radar here. Well, according to this here, I've got to wait for it to pull up. Well, the big stuff missed Lafayette altogether. I mean, it just missed North. They got Opelousas. They got on I-49 in between Opelousas and Lafayette, like Karen Crow and Sunset's the one that really got it in Leonville. Tucson looked like they got it too. But as far as they got a cell behind that one that looks a little severe, that may develop into something, may get Lafayette, which is probably what's going to raise those 6 o'clock rain chances there. So if you're going to the ball game, might be able to expect a little bit of a delay. Like I said, I don't want to play weatherman, but I think they might be able to get this game going on tonight. I don't see anything else really behind it because I'm looking at gate. Well, let me see. I got to zoom out a little bit to see what's actually going on in the golf. Yeah, this thing ain't loaded all the way, so because I know they got rain just sprouting up in the middle of gate on anywhere. Like, oh, right, gate on, there's spearing rain. There's nothing else behind it, so. Baton Rouge. I think Baton Rouge. Actually, I see a break. I actually see a break. I thought it was going to hit, but no. I think Baton Rouge might actually get their game going today. I don't know how it is in Baton Rouge. Send me a chat if it's raining in Baton Rouge. I would love to know how the weather conditions are in Baton Rouge. So, I like to try to get people in the know. In case they're on the road listening to my broadcast right now, I appreciate you listening. But, looking at it from my point of view, I think they might better get a game on, maybe an hour and a half being played without it being interrupted. I don't know about Lafayette now for sure because they got that cell behind that one that looks like it may hit Cajun Field. I don't know if it will break up or not. So cross your fingers and hope it misses today, so you don't get no double headers going on. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Alright, thank y'all all for listening here on the Fishbowl Radio here today. Like us on Facebook. You can search the Fishbowl Radio and you should find us on there. We got a little bowl with a fish in a bowl. That has we would love to be a part of iHeartRadio. Thank you for all your continued support of the Fishbowl Radio throughout our time here on Spreaker. We've been doing this for 3.5 years of doing this, and it's been fun. I love doing this. It's a hobby of mine, and I've had some people stop me and ask me about it. It's been an incredible ride for us. Got our own website going, Wibbly. Even though we don't have no budget or anything like that, we go on what we got. Wibbly, you can find us on there. I think it's our actual website's on Spreaker. So if you go on Spreaker on our main profile page, just click the link down there. You should bring us to our website. We got a lot of cool stuff on our website. I typed a little blog entry, which I don't know how many people read it. I don't know how many people looked at it. But I had a blast writing it. Just trying to remember everything that happened in Monroe. Monroe, Louisiana, when I went there in 2014 during the Lafayette Monroe game. But you know what? I like to send all our prayers here on the Fishbowl Radio to North Louisiana. I hope they're able to get their lives back together and be able to rebuild on what the destruction of the floods that happened there in Bossier City, Shreveport, Monroe, Ruston, and all the little towns across northern Louisiana. We're praying for you down here in South Louisiana. Yeah, we got spared from the most part of flooding. The only street that flooded down here, which we didn't really get anything at all, really, was that I know of locally here in Lafayette, was Ambassador Caffrey. But you know, we're sending our thoughts and prayers to everybody that was affected by the floods in northern Louisiana. Okay, and other news, by the way, in regards to flooding, there was flooding on I-10 at the Texas border this past week. Yeah, they say that I just got a report today that I looked at it on Facebook on our feed, and they're saying that the road closure is going to be at least 10 more days on that. So yeah, if you're trying to get to Lafayette or even it's going to be like a detour with what's going to happen here in Louisiana. So y'all stay safe out there. I know for the most part that we will fight on, we will battle, and hope that everybody's okay and didn't lose too much. But I know some people got it better than others, and I thank God each day that I'm able to be healthy and have everything with me and stuff like that. So thank y'all for tuning in. Like us on Facebook. Follow the Fishbowl Radio at Fishbowl Nation. You can follow me on Instagram at Chief Fishbowl. So yeah, like us on Facebook. Like I said, you can follow me on Twitter if you want to at Logan Fusilier. Thank y'all for everything here today. I got the beta test UL's registration system for their classes today, which was really interesting. Thank y'all. That's my little highlight of my day, I guess you could say. Besides talking with y'all, of course. Thank y'all for tuning in today. Thank y'all for all y'all to continue to support the Fishbowl Radio. I will see y'all next week. Hopefully I'll have Mike and Juicy on the show next week. Spring break, we should be pretty good, to be honest, with our schedules. Because that's coming up, not next week, but the next week after that. So we'll be able to talk about the LSU UL Lafayette matchup and get ready for their weekend games next week. Thank y'all, and y'all have some fun out there this weekend. Y'all all be safe, and we appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank y'all, and have a nice and wonderful weekend.